guys, it's Rebecca. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Today's video is going to be my first update for my Mean Girls project pan. This project is a collab with the Fantastic Ladies group on Facebook. And this project was created by Hannah from Pants and Reviews, if I'm not mistaken. In my introduction, I said it was Amanda and Jessica, but no, it was Hannah. So sorry, Hannah, but I am trying to rectify it in this first update. This project, of course, is based off of Mean Girls quotes, and it started in October 3rd because that's Mean Girls Day, and it's gonna go through April 30th, which is when I think the movie came out. But anyway, there are 10 quotes, so there are 10 items, each item belonging to a certain quote. So I'm just gonna get started and hopefully you guys enjoy. So the first quote is, "On Wednesdays we wear pink." And for that, we had to pick a pink item. And for that, I went with this Dior Lip Maximizer Mini Baby. Of course, this is a baby pink, and I didn't have much progress. As you guys can see, this was brand new when I first started, and I did just the tiniest bit of progress. I have a ton of lip products that I'm working on currently, but hopefully I am almost finished with one lip balm, so maybe I'll be able to focus on more on this one. I have till April of next year, so I'm not too worried about this one, but at least I have a little bit of progress. Next item is, I'm not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom. And for that is an item that makes you feel cool. And for that I went with a highlighter from this IT Cosmetics Live Love Laugh Vitality Face Disc. This is a very like blingy, bam in your face highlighter. So it's this one right here. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see that like indentation right here. And that is like my brush carving into the product. I had to repress the highlighter because I had a huge size of pan, but I'm using a fan brush, and I do it kind of like this way. So that indentation right there is the progress that I've made. Hopefully you guys can see it there a little bit better, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to hit pan again. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this highlighter by April. That would be awesome if I did, but so far I like that I have that big of a dent. So that's this one. The next quote is, "I really want to lose 3 pounds." And for that is an item that makes you feel skinny. And for that, I picked the bronzer. This is the bronzer from Tarte, but not because the bronzer makes me feel skinny, but a good bronzer and contouring can make you look skinny. Hold on. That's why I picked this item. My goal for this is to hit pan. I don't know if you guys can see, but the little rings are starting to peek through. I thought this was gonna take me a little bit longer. One of you guys mentioned in my introduction video that you guys hit pan or finished one of these in like a month and a half. And I was like, whoa, I don't think I'll be able to do that myself because I'm also working on a cream bronzer. So sometimes I'm using the cream bronzer, sometimes I'm using this one. So for not using it every single day, I think it's pretty awesome that I can kind of see the rings poking through. So maybe sooner rather than later, I'll be hitting pan. I do use a stipple brush just because since this has kind of like a golden sheen to it, I don't want any like harsh lines on my face when I'm bronzing and slash contouring. So I use a stipple brush to kind of like blend it a little bit better, but I am happy with the progress that I have so far. The next quote is, "It was full tilt jungle madness." And for that is an item that shows off your wild side. And for that I went with this lipstick from Kat Von D in the color Sexer. And it's a bright pink, hot pink, fuchsia pink color. I was wearing this in a video. Which video was I wearing it in? I can't remember, but I was wearing it. I've only worn it once and it was for that video. Maybe by the time the spring comes around, I don't know, but I love these colors. I think I wear them well. I'm very comfortable wearing these kinds of colors. It's just I have so many lip products in a lot of project pans that I'm kind of like, not overwhelmed, but I'm kind of trying to pay attention to certain lip products. I'm not very good at rotating my lip products. I kind of like to use one until I finish it before I start adding another one. And maybe what I need to do is kind of incorporate maybe 2 or 3 lip products at a time so I can make progress on all of them. But anyway, that's this one, and hopefully I can use it a little bit more for next month. The next quote is, "Whatever, I'm getting cheese fries." And for that is a comfort item. For that I went with this face powder from NYC. This is a Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. This has been long discontinued, but I bought a couple of backups once it was discontinued off of Amazon. And unfortunately, I did mark it last video and I didn't show it to you guys how it looked like, but for now, for the sake of reference, that's kind of what it's looking like right now. Kind of like halfway through. I took out the sifter because it's easier for me to use. I use this to bake under my eyes to set my concealer, and I love this one because it doesn't make my under eyes look dry and crepey. It's very smooth and silky. I love it. I'm very sad that they don't no longer sell here in the States, but I love it. I'm pretty confident that I can, because since I use it to bake, I'm pretty sure I can go through this powder fairly quickly and finish it by the time April 30th comes around. But that's my progress for this item. The next item is I'm a mouse, duh. And for that I went with an eyeshadow from this Minnie Mouse Sephora eyeshadow palette. It's kind of like a little clutch, and the eyeshadows are right here. And the eyeshadow that I picked was a cream shadow in the color Put a Bow on It, and it's this shade right here. And as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure, hopefully you guys can see, there's a huge dent right there. I don't know if you guys, can you guys see that? No, maybe, kind of, sort of. There's a huge dent right here from when I put my brush. These eyeshadows, unfortunately, are extremely powdery. So I do get a lot of kick up when I use it. I have learned not to swirl my brush because I'm a swirler, if that's a word. So for this one, I really do have to just like tap my brush into the pan, but even still, I get a bunch of kick up. I use this eyeshadow to set my eyeshadow primer because it's a nice creamy shade. It kind of looks white on here, but I don't know if you guys can tell. I should be hitting pan any day now. I'm pretty sure for next update I will have pan, but it does the job. I like it. The next quote is, "Why are you so obsessed with me?" And that is a product that will not leave your collection. And for that I went with a skincare item, and it's this e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm. I didn't mark it on the cap, so I'll probably insert a picture of what it looked like in my intro, but that is what it's looking like right now. I see a little bit of progress maybe. I don't like this product. This was supposed to be a dupe for the Milk Makeup hydrating or cooling stick, not hydrating, but cooling stick, which I've used before and I really like it. This one it leaves a very tacky feeling on your face, and it feels like it's just sitting there. It doesn't really sink in. Maybe because it's supposed to prep and act as a primer, maybe that's why it feels like it's a little tacky, but I don't like it. I don't think it's a dupe for it. I would never repurchase this again, and I just feel that it's lasted me way longer than it should have. So hopefully I can get this out of my collection soon because I don't like it, but yes, I'm just ready for this guy to leave me. The next quote is, "That is so fetch." And for that I went with a fragrance. This is the Brazilian Crush from Sol de Janeiro. Janeiro? I don't know. When I first started, this one was brand new. The product was up to here. And now, can you guys see? I think, where did I mark it? Oh yeah, it's right here. So I started up here and now I'm down to here. So I have this much left to use. I really like this. It's not very strong. I was kind of like having second thoughts when I was using this one. The more I use it, the more I got used to the scent. The spray on this one is very long. There are some like spritzers that you spray it and it's like, but this one's like, you guys know what I mean? Like, the spray lasts too long, so I feel like when I'm spraying myself, I'm using a lot of product. So I think that's why I've made so much progress on this one. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be done by next update. I like it. I ordered, during the Friends and Family sale at Sephora, I ordered a kit from Sol de Janeiro, and it comes with another one, so I'm glad I'm gonna have a backup. But I like it. I'm glad that I'm getting use out of it. So that is this one. The next quote is, "She doesn't even go here." And that is an item that needs to be decluttered, or something that's not yours. I went with the needs to be decluttered because like I said in my intro, you shouldn't pan things that are not yours, because what if the person at the end wants their product back? But anyway, I went with an item that you guys had told me that I should declutter, and that was a quad from CoverGirl, which really, it was just 2 more shades because I had cleaned out one pan. The second pan was a black shadow, which you guys know I don't use, so I only had 2 shades, and I decided to repress them into my Pan That palette If you guys saw my latest update for my Panda palette, you guys kind of saw where my eyeshadows look like. But it's been a little bit since I filmed and updated that video. But this is what the quad looks like right now. So I'm gonna cover my Panda palette shade. And on this pen right here, I had repressed the burgundy shade, and as you guys can see, I completely finished it. So really happy about that one. I kind of missed that shade. I never thought I'd miss a reddish burgundy shade, but I do. I really like that shade. And then this right here, I repressed the silver shade, and as you guys can see, I have major pan. Maybe I need to repress this because I also have hit the pan on the side right here. So I only have product on these 3 sides, so most likely I will be repressing it, and I'm pretty sure this will be done by the next update. And I'm very happy because this quad was one of the products I wanted to get out in 2018, so I'm glad that finally I put it in a project and I'm being able to use it up. So that's this one. And last but not least, I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I bought army pants and flip-flops. And for that is an item that you purchase because of somebody else. And for that I went with this Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector from Tarte. Did I say it's from Tarte? I purchased this because Coffee Break with Danny mentioned it in one of her Ulta 21 Days of Beauty recommendations video. And this is what it looks like right now. I have a lot of pan, mainly just product on the edge. Right here is very hard for me to get any anymore, but especially like right here, I do have a lot of product. So I'm fairly confident I'm gonna be able to use this one. I really love this. This is perfect for just setting under my eye and then powdering my face, and I'm good to go. Like on my days when I have really good skin, I have a couple of breakouts right now, but on days when my skin is very clear, I can just put this under my eye without foundation or anything and just set it with powder, and I am good to go. So I foresee myself repurchasing this in the future. I really love it. I recommend it to everybody. So there you go, guys. Those are my 10 items for my Mean Girls project pen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are doing this project, good luck to you. I hope you guys are doing good progress, and I will see you on my next video.